Hi, I'm Emily Wenzel with Body and Mind Enrichment. I'm a food extraordinaire and I'm going to go over an Oriental broccoli salad recipe. So it's all about getting saucy. So the dressing to me is one of the most important parts of your salad. And all the ingredients, I'm going to give you some different choices and ideas. I like to use sesame oil in a recipe like this, and you can choose just the straight up sesame oil, or this is a toasted sesame oil. I tend to like that one a little bit better, different flavor. And then you could also get extra sassy and use this hot pepper sesame oil. It is pretty spicy. So, or you can mix them up a little bit. And as far as the soy sauce, if you could use the soy sauce. If you have a sensitivity to wheat, you can use the tamari, and you can also use the fish sauce in exchange. So just some different ideas. And then apple cider vinegar, little honey to add some sweetness. I like to use cilantro. If you have an aversion to cilantro like some people, then you can swap something out instead, maybe oregano or some basil or something that seems to resonate with you. So take your garlic, and I prefer to use fresh garlic, and what you want to do is mash it up and let it open it up and breathe and let it sit out for maybe about 10 minutes to release the medicinal properties of it. And then from there, I chop it up. After about 10 or so minutes, I'll add it. I'm going to add it to this mortar and pestle because I'm going to also add the ginger to it. So the ginger, if you haven't used fresh ginger before, looks a little like this. And if it's organic, you can keep the outside on, or you could always cut it off if you want. So I'm just going to take a little chunk, not too big, not too small, because it does tend to be a little spicy. Kind of clean it up a bit, and then do the same thing, mash it up, and then I'm going to put it into the mortar and pestle, and then break up and release the juices together here. And then from there, I'm going to put it into a bowl and start getting saucy. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So you can start with one part of everything, and if you feel that if you're going to use the fish sauce instead of the soy sauce, if it's too fishy, lighten it up a little bit, maybe with the oil, or you could also dilute it with a little bit of water. If you've added too much apple cider vinegar, you might have a look on your face like, and so then you might need to soften it up again with the oil. So I tend to start, I know the fish sauce is pretty strong, well, so is the apple cider vinegar. So I tend to maybe go a little bit lighter there. And then the honey always helps to sweeten it. And again, sometimes I'll add in a little bit of water to dilute it. Another option too is you can add some tahini, which is some sesame paste as well. So a little dab will do. I'm going to add the cilantro. Some of it's going to be in the dressing and some of it's going to be in the salad. And I love the fact that I have this teeny tiny whisker. It's the perfect size whisker. So I'm going to whisk it together and let it marinate. If you have time and let it sit and marinate, maybe a half an hour, that would be great. And you can also put everything together and then add it. So let's add the broccoli. And here's some cabbage and red onions and celery and carrots. It's nice and colorful. You can add some tomato if you would like as well. And there's some green onions, a little extra cilantro, and then the dressing. So add the dressing, and again, allow it to marinate. And then just before serving, you could add avocado. And I like to leave it in somewhat of chunks instead of mashing it up. Add it in there, mix it all together, allow it to marinate, and then enjoy. And that's your Oriental broccoli salad recipe. I'm Emily Wenzel with bodyandmindenrichment.org.